So we have done that log shipping with that no recovery and standby, right? Both we have
Yeah.
done,
Yeah.
but we have not done failback, right? We
Mm-hmm.
have just done this implementation part, right?
Yeah.
And some troubleshooting part, right? For more in
Yeah.
the monitoring, this is LSN copy or restore or not, right? From
Mm-hmm.
that default monitoring tool of log shipping from the SQL Server reports, right?
Yeah.
Now, today we are going to see about the replication. What is replication? Type of replication. How can we implement that? What are the terminologies and keywords that we use very frequently in that? We can say that in replication, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me share my screen, and also I have a PPT for that, right?
Okay.
So I am making myself presenter, entire window, and then I'll start with that replication part. So I think my screen is visible to you, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is the very old document. I think one years, I think, or more than that. But yeah, about replication, there is no change in versions and editions, right? So we
Yeah.
can
Okay.
replicate. This is mostly the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So about the replication, just we can say that we are just replicating data on the object levels, not the database level, right? So here's the
Mm-hmm.
keywords, basically key features for scalable performance, security, analytics reports, integrations, and threading, basically, right? So basically we think about that analytics and performance, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not more than that, because everyone wants their report very faster, some a snapshot, some summarize reports, right?
Yeah.
So that is based on the master tables, master transactions and all, not for the history and all. So in replication, the best part is that we are not thinking about the history tables, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are just thinking about the master table. So master tables have always some key, basically, right? Primary key and foreign key, the relationship, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we migrated that from that publisher to subscriber, right?
Mm.
Or many subscriber, many publishers, there are too many things inside that. So we see later, right?
Yeah.
So this is the simple definition about the replication, right?
Mm.
So we are just replicating the copy of some data from that publisher to subscriber,
Okay.
and there are four type of replication, basically. That is a snapshot replication, just a name is a snap, that is a snap only for that database just at the point of time. Then transactional, what are transaction done on the publisher, that is the transfer using that distribution, that is pull and push subscriptions, and
Okay.
that will write in the subscription databases, right?
Mm.
Then we have a merge means you are writing data from the both side, but there's a time frame, and according to the time zone or time entry date and time, whatever that, it will be merge data accordingly, right? Means
Yeah.
some, there is some question, if you are writing data from both the servers, so what is the keywords, basically? So that there's a timing for the key, that is while updating the data, the time frame, basically the point in time which you have written the data in the disk, basically, right, on the publisher
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Then peer to peer, that is for, we can say that you're writing from publisher to subscriber to publishers to many way, basically, right? So it
Mm.
is dedicatedly, basically, we are not using, but merge, we can see that, we can transactional see that. So merge, you can see that in any swapping machine, in the any mall, basically, you can see that there is a swapping machine of Pine Lab, basically. By default is a Pine Lab, right?
Okay.
So Pine Lab is a company that is in India, basically, in Noida, Gurgaon, yes. So
Mm.
they are just managing the data of the swapping machines, right?
Okay. Okay.
Or they are using only replication.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
using only replication, because you are getting hits from the swapping machines from anywhere the India, all across the India, basically, right? In
Mm.
the many shopping malls, mini malls, right?
Mm.
So they have provided their swapping machines, they are dedicated link, dedicated servers for that e-commerce, or we can say that the grocery stores, right?
Yeah.
And they're monitoring that the data and all.
Mm-hmm.
So for application, the PineLab is the best or best example for this transactional or merger application, because they are using that one only.
Okay. Okay.
So here the just let me explain this diagram, basically. So basically this is a simple diagram for the replication. We have a publisher server, right,
Mm.
where the master data resides.
Okay.
Then distribution databases, from where we write the data and push or pull through the distribution to the subscriber or subscription databases, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are two type of subscription basically, pull or push.
Okay.
So pull will asking every time distribution, do you have any update from the publishers? It is
Mm.
asking for that updates. But
Mm.
push means just publisher update, get updates and throw that log to that distributor. Hey, this is a update from here, my end. Just push this that to subscriber, right?
Okay. Okay.
So there are agents. So activities done by the agents basically, right? So
Mm.
some workers, some agents is working behind that. That is log reader, snaps or distributions, right?
Okay. Okay.
Also the queue reader, right? And then
Mm.
transitional agent, right? So we'll see later what are the agents required for which replication basically, that.
Mhm.
I think this is not required basically, right? Leave it. Uh, leave it. Then about the replication type, basically we all discussed that, right?
Yeah. Snapshot transaction.
And then here the some components and the simple that diagram only regarding
Mm.
that replication. If you understand this page,
Mm.
you can understand the replication by default.
Okay. Okay.
These are the keywords, these are the components, and these are the agents used in
Mm.
replication. And
Mm.
here's a diagram basically. So first we see the diagram, right? So
Mm.
publisher means primary database,
Mm.
servers and the database, and the
Mm.
data flow basically. This go to the distribution.
Mm.
Databases, the distributor and distribution databases that will push or pull, that will depend on our configuration. It will reflect pull or push that to subscriber the data, right? And
Okay.
there is some agents work for that, right?
Mm.
The log
Mm.
reader, snapshot reader, snapshot agent and distribution agents for the
Mm.
activities, right? And
Okay.
article means the table basically,
Mm.
right? So we are
Okay.
just migrating table, right?
Mm.
Here the publisher,
Mm.
which is basically a source, we can say that
Okay.
source server name basically, and the publication database means the data source database. This is a server, this is a database, right?
Mm. Mm.
Then we have article means what we are moving basically, that is just a table article, right? Then we have a database server, that is distributor database, distribution server, and distributor database that is monitoring the replication, right?
Okay.
That depend on your retention period, how it is monitored, as few 5 seconds or more than that, right? You're going for delay with that some time, right? You can
Mm.
just say that just write the data after 10 minutes of delay with the subscriber, right?
Okay.
Because you are doing a huge amount of logs basically, right? Generating
Mm.
huge amount of logs basically, right? So it will, you can make a retention that by the as per your convenient basically, right? Then
Okay.
subscriber subscriptions, these are that secondary database servers, we can say that is subscription means you are taking some what is subscription means, we can say that in simple example. Let's see some of it. This is a I'm taking a subscription means you are getting some paid features, right?
Okay.
So like that, it is just asking for that every time updates from that distribution databases or distributor. Do you have any update from that publisher? For push, right? So pull means subscription, but in push, distributor is doing each and everything, getting updates from the publisher and sending to the distributor subscriber basically. So this is
Okay.
something confusing words basically, publishers, distributor and subscriber, right?
Okay. Okay.
Then we have agents basically. So agents, simply people ask what are different type of agents in replication basically, right? A
Mm.
snapshot agent, log reader, distribution, merge and queue reader.
Okay.
So these are the 5 replication agents in SQL Server.
Okay.
All every time three of agent is active basically, right? A snapshot, log reader, and distribution agent.
Okay.
And queue reader also, they filter the agent. There is some transactions pending. Then there's a queue reader also in that uh, peer-to-peer and merge replication
Mm-hmm.
mostly. So this is our terminologies and definition about this, right?
Okay.
See, there are two type of subscriptions basically, push or pull subscriptions. So in push, distributor directly update to the subscriber. That is push. You are pushing some data, right? Forcing
Yeah.
that one, right? Pulling means you are asking that, right? You are checking to the distributor on the regular basis or at a few second interval for new changes on publisher side, right?
Okay.
So this is pull. Push means distributor pushing the data, updated data from the publisher to subscriber. So
Okay.
this is two types of subscriber subscription in SQL Server. This is it is also interview level questions, right? What are different type of subscriptions in SQL Server application, right?
Okay. Push and pull. Okay.
Yeah, push and pull. Push means distributor work. Push means subscriber work, right?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Push means distributor or pull means subscriber. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rest is agents. So we have already seen that agent types basically it is just a worker basically, right?
Yeah.
It will doing some activities for that scenario based, right?
Hmm.
These are the replication agents, what is called. Now here is some monitoring jobs basically for this, right? The cleanup jobs, distribution cleanup job, expired subscription, right? So it will default schedule time every 10 minutes. That is system generator, right? We can modify that if you have some making some retention, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So you can do that only, right?
Okay.
And next is required port for that, right?
Hmm.
So
It's
443 that is required for writing data on the snapshot directory basically, right? The
okay.
network path and SSMS, this is a basic thing required, right?
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
SQL port, UDP port, you have just enable that is on which the SQL server is running, right?
Okay. Okay. 1434. Okay.
This is a default port, basically the UDP port, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now the basic recommendation. Publisher contain only tables with a primary key. I've already told if we have a heap table, we cannot replicate from publisher to subscribe.
Subscriber.
Means we require at least a primary key on the table,
Okay.
right?
If it is not, I mean, hit table means there is no indexes, right? There is no
Yes.
indexes like
Yeah.
that.
Heap table known as without index, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is work like a sequential scan or table scan.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
In that, if you're facing, this is part of troubleshooting basically. If you are hitting that heap tables,
Hmm.
that is a huge amount of records, then you are just scanning the table, right?
Okay. Okay.
So scanning the table is costly than scanning indexes, right? Seeking
Yeah. Yeah.
indexes,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So table scan or indexes, both is same. We cannot
Hmm.
say that. There is a
Okay.
difference basically, right? This is
Hmm.
part of performance tuning. So next is replication type we have already done. So it is about a snapshot, right? Overview of a snapshot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is a snapshot? Just basically at the time which you are inserted that replication, the data committed on publisher, that will replicate on the subscriber side.
Yeah.
After that, there's a, i- if any change is done on publisher side, that will not reflect or that will not copied. No, sorry, that is not replicated from publisher to subscriber because there is no agent work for that, right?
Hmm.
This is only one time activity. For a snapshot replication, only two agents will work, a snapshot agent and distribution agents.
Okay.
So there's a interview question, what are the agents involved in a snapshot? So there are two only, that is a snapshot and distribution agent.
Okay.
Basically, be honest, in that replication interview, na, very tough,
Mhm.
very tough. We don't get any proper document for that. This is only if you are doing practice now, you can just understand that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, because this requirement is very, very few basically.
Okay.
Everyone using log shipping,
Verification.
mirroring,
Always.
clustering, always on, but replication, very few environment, very few environment,
Okay. Okay.
very specific basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a diagram basically for this implementation part, right?
Okay.
We have a publisher, then we can create distribution and then a snapshot. So you can see that here agent, a snapshot agent work for this in a you can create a snapshot folder in that keep the data, then distribution can distribute data with the subscriber and means that is write the data snapshot data into subscriber.
Okay.
Means if we have a snapshot folder, we have a read write permission, right?
Mm-hmm.
Else we can get an error. Access
Okay.
denied or 5, right? Study we have seen that error, right?
Mm.
Five access denied, right? So this is
Okay.
for a snapshot folder only, right?
Okay.
Then what is the advantage? So it is a simple setup, but what is the disadvantage? Basically, we can get the data is at the time of delivery only, right? After that, we cannot get the updated data, right?
Okay.
Simple. So let's see this one, and then we can go with that another application type, right?
Okay.
So I have already shared my screen, and let's see the server first, right?
Okay.
So here we are just going to see that we can, let's see, this is a primary and this is a secondary, means publisher and subscriber, right? So we are
Mm.
going to start from that demo server, right, as a
Okay.
primary.
Okay.
So just we have to see that if you are in a database, then okay, and we can create and work on that. So first, click on replication. If
Mm.
you're clicking the exploring this replication folder, you can see that local publisher and local subscriber.
Okay.
So there are settings coming here. We can see that, right?
Okay.
So first we have to configure. If replication is not configured, we can see the window here. We cannot go for the publisher directly, right?
Okay.
It is configure distribution, right?
Okay.
So it is asking for this server. Yes, because we do not want to configure on different servers, right?
Okay.
Because it is easy to monitor basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about the jobs? It will start automatically, right?
Yeah.
Not manual. Then this is a snapshot folder that we are discussing about. So we need a folder
Mm.
which has permission to read write, right? We have created a yesterday for a snapshot. I think this is real, right?
Well, yeah.
So let me see that we have permission or not for everyone, right? Because we are not going to run ours, yeah, everyone. This is right,
Everyone.
and
Yeah.
we can just make it shareable, right?
Mm.
And we have everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yes, find in network is done, right? Then connect this. We have our permission. Then we cannot get the error that is 5, right? Access
Yeah.
denied and all.
Yeah.
So let's put it here. So it is just saying that for a snapshot folder, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
network path is. You can use network path as well local path as well. See, you
Okay.
must use the network path, right? If it
Mm-hmm.
is saying that use the network path, then we can just also use the network path. Just leave it.
Yeah.
But you can, it is local, but it's going to read that one. But yeah, so it is discoverable in network. Go to shareable. This is the network path, right? The
Mm.
host name and the folder name, right?
Yeah.
Select, paste that, right?
Mm.
So this is a distribution name. So we can just keeping a DB,
Okay.
right? Where
Mm.
to keep the file? So we can just say that you can keep in that local folder or this folder also, right?
Okay.
So easy to monitor because you cannot go in this deep path basically, right?
Mm-hmm. So in a real environment, we can keep in different locations.
Yeah, because you have to make a performance, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a server name, publisher server name, and
Mm.
this is the distribution database name, right?
Yeah.
Where do we create that? We can add also, right?
Yeah.
Next, generate script or just configure that one. We're not going to save anything, right?
Mm.
Hit OK. So it is creating distribution, right? See, we
Okay.
got a data file here, right? Oh
Okay.
my God, what is the error here again? Data is created, but we getting an error regarding what? See, running access denied.
Okay. We have already
Right.
given.
Yes, it's still saying that access denied for the reference register key. exe. What is this? So the message here. Mhm. SQL Server Agent Distribution Configuration Wizard. We have not get that one, right? We not think
Yeah.
about that, right?
Yeah.
That's why it is getting an error. SQL Server Agent. Oh my God. We have missed that one, right? I think
I
so.
think so.
See, it is throwing an error here. Agent start auto
We have given
configuration.
automatically. Agent
Yeah,
with job we have given already.
yeah. So why it is saying? Just we need to debug that one also, na?
Yeah.
We have done SQL Server Agent. Let me stop these servers. Where is these servers? This is not required, right? We're
Yeah.
just stopping here. Agent is already automatically running, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. This is different one. This is the two servers we are using automatic running. Okay, this is running manually.
Okay.
See here, see here. We are set automatically, na?
Mm-hmm.
So it is not reflected here.
Okay.
This one done, and this is not. This is done automatically, and this is agent, right?
Yeah.
Refresh. Anything else we have? This is stopped. This is a server here. How many agents we have here? Totally garbage collection. So this is a server. Okay, this is a web server. So okay, testing on. Okay, this is not required. This is also need to clean as a being a DB basically. What services are required, those are not required, right? By default, it is running, right?
Yeah.
So
There
this
is
is
also check
launchpad,
memory.
not required launchpad. So now we can sort by running state, right?
Yeah.
So now why it is integration services running? Not required. Keep it manual or disabled. Just disable it. When we automate any DTS package, na, that
Mm-hmm.
service is required, right? So
Okay.
now we have not sorry running. Okay,
Mm.
it is running. Stop this. Just set boot time. Oh my god, boot time. So right, we have a this server is not required also. Stop this. It is making confusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two servers, right? Demo 2005 and demo server, right? So this is primary,
Mm.
and this is agent. This is secondary. This is agent. Okay,
Okay.
browser service is required because we have a named instance, right? So it is running. Okay, not an issue. Now we can refresh this. Agent is running, right? So I think we do not get an error. So see, this is a distribution database, right?
Yeah.
It's greater. So if you implement a replication, then we have a five database systems, right? That you can see that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the hidden one is resource DB,
The
right?
resource. Yeah.
Okay. So it is clear now. We are just implemented. So not implemented, so we configure the database distribution, right? Distribution
Mm. Mm.
databases.
Mm.
Let's see if you get an error, then we can reconfigure. But yeah, this is about the jobs. So job is already running, right? We
Okay.
can select that one here. So about the publication. So see here, the new publication, we can also connect the Oracle here, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
You can set the properties and all, right? So we are not going for, we can set the distributor properties here, right?
Yeah.
See this transaction detail and all, right? We can configure that, right? Password key, you can pass that. This is about that properties of distributor, right?
Yeah.
Leave it. Now going for new publications, right?
Mm.
Just saying about the publications here, the default page, which database we are going. So for testing purpose, this is compulsory. We have need a primary key, right? Here's a demo database. I we don't have. I think we don't have primary key, right?
Primary key there. Primary
Right,
key there.
right,
Yeah.
right. We are just going to move it. That we are going for just a snapshot. See, this is saying that a snapshot publication distribution subscriber interval, right? Schedule interval, right?
Yeah.
Now see the tables here. So we can select all by default.
Well.
Let's see what we are getting the error and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see the article properties and all, right? If you want, I can see that. Now, if you want to filter something, if you have selected some tables, right? If you
Mm.
want to filter some rows, some columns, right? You can
Mm.
write tsql commands here.
Yeah.
See, see, select the table name and you can just move it here, right?
Yeah.
Or you can just write here the query, tsql commands. So you can just filter here, right?
Yeah.
Next, it is going for creating a snapshot immediately, right? Not schedule, right?
Okay.
It will, if you schedule this, it will run every some intervals, right? So we are not going for that. We are just going for initializing that on point of time, right?
Okay.
Immediate effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it is about the agent settings, right? So we
Okay.
will run under this SQL Server agent, or we can just pass the user ID, which are permissions and all, right?
Okay.
Service account we can pass here if we have for the replication, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next, create publisher, right?
Yeah.
We are not going for a script file and all, right? Simply just name the publisher pub. Same.
Okay.
These are the articles. Basically, the table name as article, right?
Mm.
When we are discussing about the article, means this is a table in replication.
Okay.
Simple. See, publisher following tables as article, right?
Customer
See,
demo. Okay.
customer, demo, department, EPT, and error, right?
Yes.
So added 5 article in the publisher, right?
Mm. Mm.
Now we have to create the subscription, right?
Yeah.
Subscriber and subscription, right? So we
Yeah.
see that one.
We need to add the database subscription server.
We can create from here also, or we can create from the that's subscription server also, right?
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
just pass the subscription server name, right? Because you have
Mm.
to just connect that one.
Yeah.
So this is a server name, demo server,
Mm.
publisher, right? This is a
Yeah.
publisher. We have choose this one,
Mm.
not an issue. Go next. Next, run all agent distribution run on the primary server, right? It's publisher server. We can just change. See, these are push means
Push there.
distributor can
Okay.
work, and
Okay.
pull means subscriber going to ask everything, right? Every
Yeah.
update,
Yeah.
right? We
Yeah.
have already discussed this thing. See, this is the agent. This is a wizard for that our push and pull subscriptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to add the subscriber server. See, it is saying that this is a subscriber server, not we require
Oh,
different one, right?
different one. Yeah.
So we can add here. This is 25, right?
Yeah. Um. Okay.
That is 25, right?
Mm.
So this is the this subscriber server, and this is subscription databases, right? See the
Yeah.
terminology: subscriber database server and subscription
Subscription
database.
database. Okay.
Next, it is about the agent and all, right? Properties settings, right? So by default, we are going with the SQL Server agent, right?
Excellent. Yeah.
Okay. Next, distributor agent run immediately, right? We are not going for the delay and all, right? See
Yeah.
here, we can run on demand, or we can schedule that one also, right?
Mm. Mm.
These are
Mm.
the features basically.
Yeah.
Memory optimize not required is testing, but yeah, we can select that one. We get a features for the memory optimize up to activities and all.
Okay.
So these are settings, right? We can see that this is initialize immediate, not scheduled or with the delay, right?
Okay. So immediately there will be snapshot will be there.
Yes, just
In yeah.
let's finish this one, and we can see that.
Okay.
So we can refresh this. We cannot see here, right? We
Yeah.
can see on
Publication.
second this, yeah, subscriber server. Go to this server, then replication. Oh, it is not showing. Why?
We have to refresh it. Huh?
Or that is implemented at a time, that is as an article basically, right? That's it. We have the database server here, right?
Yeah. Option thing.
So it is just replicate because there is no condition for snapshot basically, right? Simple, we cannot add, we cannot get an error. See, we don't have this primary key and all here.
Okay.
A snapshot means is reflect, it is keep picking all this and moving the data here. See, this is a customer, we have primary key, but the demo we can
Okay.
see that.
No
Sorry,
problem. Keys.
see.
Keys not there. Yeah.
Then if you start transitional replication, we can get an error. See, let us start for that only, right?
Okay.
So a snapshot is just we can say that a snapshot of database only. That is taking that point of time what is data inside that tables, and this is replicating, right? Now we are going for news publisher, right? For the
Mm.
transactional, right? For
Yeah.
this database only, and you see the transactional.
Okay.
For international, you can see that you can get initial snapshot publisher data, right? First time, and after
Okay.
that a
So,
data update.
one small doubt, bro. So there, why tables are not? We are not able to see the tables.
Because it will replicate the data at a one time. This is not a scheduled job.
Okay, just initial, just
Yeah, first time. So,
immediately. Yeah,
yeah,
first time.
so that
Okay.
is already we have a data so that we not get any error and anything. But we get error in transactional replication
Okay.
because it will for that transaction only, right?
Okay. Okay.
So here see that we are going for the Trigon database and see already this we cannot implement as see.
Yeah. Only one customer table. We have key. So what?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I have asked to see in the transactional replication. Means for a snapshot there's no rule. What we discussed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just we can replicate this table, right?
Yeah.
Back. Anything miss? No. There's
See,
article particulars. Sorry.
one doubt. So now the data is replicated, right? Snapshot data at one time. So is this readable or not?
Readable.
Okay. How we
In
can?
replication readable. In replication readable.
Okay.
That's why this reporting part goes to the replication part, na?
Okay. Now how we can open the tables and all here?
It's simple. Here, na, we see in the secondary parts, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See
Secondary
here.
part I'm asking.
Yeah, let's see. You can just do
Okay. Okay. Okay.
this is not like
Okay.
different, na? It is
Okay.
simple, right?
Okay. Okay.
So customer table has a primary key, right? We have seen that, right?
Yeah. Same.
Okay. So now we have to just see that the improvement here, right? The actual demo of the replication is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So see the first is condition is if the table has primary key, that will replicate only.
Okay. Okay.
Else the heap table is not replicated. That is not a part of replication, any
Okay.
replication,
Okay.
except a snapshot. Because
Snapshots.
a
Okay.
snapshot picking that whole database and getting a new database, right? Just a full
Mm-hmm.
backup. Just a full backup, you can say that.
Yeah.
So we are not going for filter anything, right?
Hmm.
Same.
Create subnet immediate. Okay.
Just we are going for default. C is asking for the security, right?
Yeah.
Simple job run under this one. Create security and snapshot from this one, right?
Mm.
Get publisher for transactional application. So tier underscore pub. Simply transactional publication, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is very challenging basically.
Okay.
Very, very tough interview for the application. I will show you that some scenario basically. So there's
Mm-hmm.
a step for that. If
Okay.
there's data is in terabyte. For simple you can do that once you
Okay.
use it, but in terabyte, how can you perform that activity?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've done one thing that is tier publication, right?
Mm.
Where is that? It is not showing. Okay, sorry. We are clicking on different. Yeah, see here. The
Yeah.
icon. This is a snapshot, right? Icon.
Yeah.
See the snapshot icon, right?
It's just like a photo. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a copy of
At the
publish the
time.
data. Yes.
At the time of.
This is transactional, which is pushing the data, right? We have selected the
Mm.
push data, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we are going for subscription, right?
Yeah.
We will select this one, not pub, right?
Yeah.
Because we are doing for this, right? See the icon, right? Purple
Mm.
and green, right?
Yeah.
And what is that? This is a publisher server. Now we are going for C push, only push dot. We can also configure the pull one, all right? In
Okay.
different scenarios, so we are going for push only. Now we have to add that subscriber, right? Which is this
Mm.
25, SQL 25, right?
Mm.
SQL 25 here. Next, about that subscription agent and connectivity via SQL Server agents, right?
Yeah.
Next, run immediately. Distribution location, that is just simple, right?
Mm.
Minute as we are not required,
Mm.
and we can just click on finish. This is done.
Yeah. Success.
Success, and we can monitor that. Just refresh this one, and we can see here also it is showing or not.
We need to refresh that one.
Yeah. So we configure from here. It is not showing. Why? Something wrong? Oh my God, why?
No, just replicate, refresh the whole server. I mean, replication.
Something doing wrong? I don't think, but yeah, it is done basically, right? So this is the replication. It's not showing subscription, local subscription here, okay? This is publisher here, so it will see it, I think here. Oh my God, why it is not showing here? So how can we monitor this? Reinitialize. See, this is challenges basically, right?
Okay.
So we can use current snapshot, which is residing here, right?
Okay.
See, this is snapshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we can create new one, right?
Yeah.
So with the current one, right? I'm just
Okay.
saying,
We can go. Okay.
right? And now for the testing purpose, we'll see something is wrong, I think so, but let's check that one first. It is moving data or not? Why it is not showing here that
Application
subscription
subscription.
detail?
Yeah.
Yeah, subscription details. Something we are missing or something wrong. But yeah, let's see. We have just going to insert some data here, right? Because
Mm.
we have moved one table, right?
Yeah.
Just edit 100 rows. Just click this one. What happened? Memory, CPU. Oh my God.
100%. My God.
Antivirus is running. I think something update is coming on. Nah? It will
Yeah. Yeah.
reading the file basically. That's why it is taking up resources. It will down after some time. I think so. Okay, we can close this one also. Okay, now let me close this one. It will release some memory and then we connect.
Yeah.
Very pathetic service we have. So we are going for customer, right?
Yeah.
We are why you are clicking on my employee, then customer. Edit some records. Why it is showing blank?
Schema is there, right? Already.
Yeah, schema is there. Everything is there. See,
Data also is there. Yeah.
we can select here. See, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to edit rows. It's showing blank. It's not allowing. So you can insert from here, right?
Yeah.
So basically we have primary key. So I think we don't, oh my God. So we'll just insert
Insert
into,
into log shipping demo. Log ship demo. Customers. What else? Okay.
and then value.
Yeah. No. 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 Yeah.
Just,
Columns. We have to give columns. Right?
just
Look at
provide the column name.
that. Mm.
Let provide the column name also, except primary key, right?
Yeah.
We cannot provide our primary key, right?
Values.
Then values, right?
Mm.
So in that way, we have to provide the values, right?
Yeah.
Character, integer, character, and float, right?
Mm.
So this is cell S, right?
Okay.
Then we have a
Range.
30, 37,
We
38,
don't
39.
need that quotations for that.
Okay, I will remove that one. Then we have address, Noida, right?
Yeah.
Then we required salary,
Well,
whatever, right?
yeah.
But we have, see, this is an error, syntax error. Why? Pass this by default. It will not throw an error, I think so.
Okay. Point 0 0. I mean 40.0. Oh
Or
no.
not, I has to detected that. But I'm thinking about this error. Why this is error here? Why this is? We have four. One, two, three, and four, right?
Yeah.
So why this is error here, syntax error. Hmm? Value or values? Value only, right?
Values. Yeah.
Yep. So that I'm thinking why it is throwing an error. So let's insert ID. Why? Does not allow to insert. Have to
The
pass it
value
ID.
in ID also is there. ID.
So ID is blank, na?
ID we have not given there. ID. Yeah, we have not provided the column name.
Okay. So column name provided. Here you have to provide that ID. No.
Yeah.
This
One.
is this is not a null value. This is primary. It is auto generated, na? Okay, then
Yeah.
something wrong. We have to just create a new structure basically. How it is created. This is 162 whatever. See. So let me pass here.
One or two something.
No,
Or two or
two
13.
already there,
Yeah,
right?
13,
So we can
13.
get, let's see, 13, right?
Yeah.
So if this is auto generated and seeding one, I think I do not need to, I think seeding is not enable these properties, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's leave the this schema based simply. We have inserted one rows, right? Previously it
Mm.
was 13 is not there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we just pass here to see that structure, right?
Mm.
Select a star basically, leave it because no data, right?
Mm.
Where ID, right? We have
Yeah.
ID.
ID.
ID is equal to
13.
13, right?
Mm.
Sorry. So we can get data here as replica server, right?
Okay.
Means that is data is replicating, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Same thing
not,
we need to, yeah.
no.
Now,
Means our transactional replication is not working. We have missed something
okay.
because we are not getting the subscription detail here, right?
Yeah.
So what is wrong? This is a part of troubleshooting. Come here.
Reports.
Sorry. Update subscription false.
Mhm.
Sorry. Means it is not updating, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's going on. Leave it. So see this. We have done some mistakes, I think, at the time of implementing this,
Yeah.
and we have a not turn up updatable subscription. No, sorry, it is different one. This is for subscription side update. No, this is the different. Okay, I'm just losing something different here. This updatable subscription means peer to peer in merge. We can see that, right? We can write from the subscription side also. What is wrong? Active prevent transaction loop. True. What is this? We cannot edit from here if this is working. That optimal subscription change are replicated, right?
Mm.
Determine whether subscriber changes or replicated. That is for merge or peer to peer, right? So different one. What is missing? It is not showing. What is missing? So subscription expiry, right? This is the general one, never expire. Okay, then article, this one we are moving. Filter, no. A snapshot, here we have to just focus that this is put file here default, right? And then character, no. Native mode running, that is right. FTP is not required here, right? Because we
Yeah.
are not going from the FTP side. Subscription option here. Now allow all anonymous subscriptions, attachable subscription, push subscription true, pool, not push, pool subscription, it is that, right?
Okay.
Schema change true. We have done that push or pull. We've done
Push
push,
only.
push, we have done. Why it is pull?
Yeah.
It is false, not is means is a pull. Push, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. We are
Pull.
just distracting from this. Pull subscription false means it is push subscription, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it is okay. Allow data transformation. Allow data transformation from subscriber side, right? Allow peer to peer. No. So what we mix article is already moved. So what we missed here? Something wrong. Not filter. Snapshot already generated, right? In that folder.
Mm.
So what we are missing here? Hmm? What is not replicating data? FTP is not required. Simply leave it. It is a different option. Here is the option basically. So add an independent distribution agent. Snapshot always available, right? Allow anonymous subscription means what? Allow anonymous. Unknown. We have to create that one, right? Why
Log
we are
reader agent.
what we are missing here? I think it is not replicating data means agent is not working or
Yeah.
distribution
Yeah.
distributor is not working, right?
Yeah.
That is a problem. Distributor is not working. That's why we are not able to see anything.
We can see, snapshot also. Sorry, snapshot is there, right? Already, it's replicating
Yes.
snapshot.
A snapshot is replicating at the first time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is problem? This is a part of monitoring. So what is missing here? What we have missed? How can we check that?
Any login
Launch.
permissions?
No, because we are not
Subscriber.
getting. Yeah, we are not getting here. Let's see from here. What is that, right?
Okay.
So we have a server here. It is not replication is not working here, but it is not throwing an error right that point of time. But there's something wrong. We can check from the monitor here, right? Replication monitor.
Okay. So
So
mainly log. I mean, a reader agent, log reader agent is not working. I think so.
yeah, we can see from here also. See, so it is saying that complete a snapshot is completed properly, right? See,
Okay.
a snapshot is working, not an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we going for that log reader, it is running.
Mm.
Right, last 15 minutes it is running. Queue reader not required here, right? And
Yeah.
maintenance job. See, the cleanup job basically, right? If you want to clean that all these things settings, na, you can clean that history and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is different one. We don't need to bother all these things, but yeah, what is problem here? So distributor, see, distributor to subscriber history could not connect to the subscriber. This see, it is not connecting, right?
Yeah.
This is the agent, right?
Yeah.
So now
login field.
this
Yeah,
is
that is what I'm
this
saying.
is yeah, this is known basically, right? This is known error.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I forget that to say here, if you are going to implement, I've
Mm-hmm.
just said about the folder basically, right? But yeah, if you are going to implement any HADR, DR, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
SQL Server and SQL Server isn't run with the same account or with the account that is have
Yeah,
permission to read write, right?
yeah, yeah.
And they have a permission also, right? So we have two different agent here running, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is not known. If you are keeping this on local account,
Mm-hmm.
so it will start running, right?
Yeah,
So this is a part of troubleshooting, right? We can do that also, but I think it is too late for today,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
right? So we have find the error, right?
Yeah.
Simply.
So permission is not there. I mean, proper permission
So
for.
here is that a problem basically, the service account and all.
Mhm.
See, this is running to this account, and this is running under different account. Where is that?
25
Demo.
only.
See, both is different, right? So
Yeah.
we will keep it local basically. At least agent only. If you're not going for this, so you can just rename here. Sorry, name run as local, built-in account, or we can just say that run as local. Change here the local account, local system account.
Local server. Okay.
Just restart this. The best way basically, because
Mm-hmm.
local system is admin user, right? Which is
Yeah.
logging to the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no, no, no. So, going to continue. Restart.
No,
Yes.
yeah.
Just to save that. Okay. And this one. So basically, the best practice is that we have to skip the system jobs we keep this, with the same account basically, right? Service account.
Mm-hmm.
We can just set a SQL service account, right? So
Mm.
it will have read write permission, so we can read the snapshot and implement that, right?
Okay. So
Simply.
if different service accounts means how we can run or we will get the same error.
And I didn't get you right. What is this?
So if service accounts different, I mean both side of uh, both sides are different service accounts there.
Mm-hmm.
Then how it will be? How we can implement?
Yes, that's the question. So that service account have permission to the folder, a snapshot folder. Means that service account is a domain account or use local account. So just pass that here
Okay.
on this folder, na.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to this properties
Mm.
and the securities. You can add these users here.
Okay, that both users. Okay.
Yes, yes. That then we can read the snapshot and implement that secondary server or subscriber server. Here we don't find that error because we have already the database server on secondary, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have done the mistakes here, not mistakes, but is we think that we'll replicate it, but we are not able to see now, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it will need to create new one basically with the different
Mm-hmm.
names.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an error, and right. So
Mm.
we are clear about that a snapshot and transaction, the process and the steps, right? But
Okay.
here we are missing that we have just the job is not running properly, that we are not replicating data, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we are just looking for the data which is not replicated here, right? So
Mm.
we can create another what this means another transaction replication
Mm.
tomorrow. I
Sure,
think
sure.
tomorrow or Saturday. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
I think that we can complete this transactional replication and mirroring,
Mm.
or all the replication and mirroring. So early in the sorry, in first half we can connect. Not first half. There's a work basically, right?
Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow I have interview also 1:32.
So Saturday we can connect that, right? Yeah, in
Yeah,
this
yeah, sure,
after
sure.
10 a.m. or 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. right?
Yeah,
10 a.m.
bro.
or 12, so we can continue 12 hours, right? Two or
Yeah, yeah,
3 hours, right? And we can
yeah,
complete
sure,
this
sure,
DRN server, this, right?
sure, sure, sure.
Okay, so mostly we have done basically the part of monitoring only, right? So we
Mm.
can see that the error, if it's not going after restart, then we can re-implement that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is it showing is still running it after
Running.
yeah, but it's not connecting with the data, right?
Okay.
That's why. So we can see later, right? So
Yeah,
let's
sure, sure.
okay, let me stop my sharing first. Where is this? Stop sharing. Stop presenting. Right.
God.
Okay, and then stop the recording.